When Cameron first told me she'd been raped, that was a shock. There was sadness, there was anger. I was not able to be a father and protect my daughter. There were moments as I waited for her to come home from the rape kit where I was angry that she'd put herself in this situation. No matter what she had done that night, regardless of the underage drinking, regardless of the swimming, she did not need to be raped. After Cameron told us the story, my phone call to the police was, "Will you please get here now?" I was afraid as a father, the anger that I had towards this individual. I was ready to go find him and seek my own vengeance.
When she told you about this, she was honest with you that she was just blackout drunk. So how did you feel about this happening to her?
To be honest, there's times where, I would get very, very frustrated, very mad, very angry. But I could not allow myself to get like that because I had to worry about taking care of Cameron during that whole time. I did not want her to feel like she was left alone, let my emotions get control of me.
You say that your wife took Cameron to the emergency room for a rape kit, and it confirmed DNA was all over, correct?
Yeah, correct.
When you heard that, what was your reaction?
I was devastated. That's the final proof, right? I mean, there it is. It's everywhere. And then it just made me, like I said, feel like I failed to protect my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It was devastating.
And, Cameron, you claim you weren't conscious for a lot of this, certainly not cognitively present for a lot of this. So when you got that information back, what did that mean to you?
It really hit me hard, and I was crying, and I was like, I was right. This will prove to other people that I wasn't lying about it. And then I also was like, maybe I'll actually get to send him to where he should be and get my justice for it.
How do you feel talking about that now?
I am very embarrassed by the fact that everybody around the nation knows that I was underage drinking, I was at a party, and all these things. But at the same time, I also feel proud coming out with it because I have so many other girls texting me saying I'm helping them so much and that I'm inspiring them to come out with their stories. And it just feels good now. But
did any of his friends try to dissuade you from doing this? Did any of the people that know him reach out to you to try to say, oh, come on?
Yeah, his friends all took my side. And immediately after it happened, I told Drew I had to use the restroom. And then I went into his friend's room with his girlfriend, and I was crying. And the guy knew that he believed me other than his best friend at that point. And then his friends, I have had a few of them texting me and making posts and just lying about so many different things. And it's they're calling me all these names. They are just awful. And they send very harsh things to me. They're trying to make me look like an awful person and that I'm just a liar. And it's I have all the proof.
Scott, how did you think the initial trial went? Not the sentencing, but the initial trial.
Listening to the defense and just hearing all the facts of it come out, in public is very, very tough, very embarrassing. But I felt like it was great. Right after closing arguments, we got our guilty verdict.
Were you surprised that on the first 2 counts that it was not guilty?
Honestly, I was, but I could see how the state couldn't prove without a shadow of a doubt. I was just ready for the guilty, and so we could get this behind us and try to get Cameron moving on, because from the night that it happened to trial, it was a very, very rough stretch.
How did you feel about Cameron coming out, disclosing who she was, and speaking out publicly about this?
I was very proud. Our whole family, our whole community is proud of her for what she's doing.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.